What's up guys, and today we're going to be doing a Manchester United career mode with a fresh new season, which means we'll be restarting the 2025-26 season where we came third, and we're going to be managing as Michael Carrick, continuing his stint as he's doing a great job currently, especially with the signings, form, everything. And our clause in our Manchester United contract to continue our stint is to finish top 4, and our wage is going to be £71,000 per week. So let's sign this contract to continue Michael Carrick's Man United stint, hopefully to be the next Sir Alex Ferguson and bring back the glory days. And this is our Manchester United squad with Embuemo up top, which should be Sesko, and Cunha on the left, Bruno of course in the middle after breaking the Premier League assist record with 21 assists, Casemiro, who had an unbelievable season. The only problem was he's getting very old. Not very, but you know what I mean. This partnership during pre-season has been doing excellent. Dalot has been pretty decent. Luke Shaw, I think he's a bit shaky. We'll definitely need a replacement in the left-back department. And Lamens, what a great debut season. And when Manu was given the chance by Michael Carrick, he performed. And of course we've got Ahmad on the bench. Lissandro, who had a great World Cup. Ahmad had a great World Cup too. Xerxes in pre-season, being great. Mason Mount in that double pivot, being great. Okay, so now at the start of the 2025 summer transfer window, we were linked with Gianluigi Donnarumma until Man City hijacked him, so I'll just remove him. Juan Garcia, who we were linked with for a short period of time, it was wanted by Ruben Amorim, so I don't think we'll need him because we've got Lamens now. Okay, we've been chasing Alphonso Davies for ages, but I think it's time to say goodbye because this probably will never happen. And the more realistic answer and the better option is Lewis Hall. And Elliot Anderson got hijacked by Manchester City after we dragged out because Nottingham Forest said 115 million and we weren't willing to go that much. Obviously, I still need to sign Tielemans, which has happened IRL. And still need to sign Andre Santos, which happened IRL. And Mateus Fernandes. He was heavily linked with us. He was our second priority behind Anderson in midfield. And I'm not sure whether to keep him there. So let me know down in the comments. Eze, because I feel like when we move on from Mason Mount after this season, I'm going to be signing him. Because I really wanted him before Arsenal came in. Calvert-Lewin, we were also linked with him and I was like, no. But he's had a great season. I wouldn't say I'd prefer him over what we have now, Sesko. But fair plays to him. We almost signed Ekatike too, but let's just be real, he was way above our level. And we were heavily linked with Liam Delap after his amazing Ipswich stint. However, at Chelsea, you can't lie, he did flop. I know Welbeck has gone to Chelsea, but I'm keeping him on here because for this season, I want him as a backup because we need experience to back up Sesko. Also linked with signing João Pedro, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, but now that I've seen what kind of player he has become, I would have loved him, even over Sesko, because this guy's a baller. And Gyökeres, he was our main striker target in the 2025 summer transfer window, because he was managed under Ruben Amorim at Sporting Lisbon and scored around 60 goals. However, Ruben Amorim only managed him for half a season, so not a lot of those came from him, but still, he was the final piece to Amorim's system. But now that he's joined Arsenal and I don't rate him anymore, I'm removing him. Belly is one of my favourite players outside of Manchester United, but let's be real, he'll never go to Manchester United, so I'm removing him. And Osimhen, another player, the third player we have been chasing for so long, but at this point, I think it's just unrealistic. I didn't mention the second player who we've been chasing, Frankie de Jong. And I am going to remove him because, let's be real, last season he was way too good for Manchester United. I did recall Andre Onana to sell him because he won't grow out on loan. So that's the problem. So he'll just keep getting older, so then I'll get less money out of him. Obviously, we're selling Ugarte. I'm loaning out Euro and Heaven because Heaven's too low rated in this game. Obviously, IRL, I would never loan out Heaven, but you know. And Euro not had the best seasons last season, so I am loaning him out. Patrick Dorgu doesn't fit my system because I'm going to have proper left wingers, not left mids. And our budget is 340 million to spend on this team to hopefully win the quadruple everyone's been saying we're going to win. But my first priority is to win the Prem. So let's not get our hopes too high up. So let's sign all these players and win the league. So the biggest transfer of the season was Nuno Mendes going to Manchester City for 155 million. And our highest transfer was Mark Gahey for 65 mil from Manchester City, doing a bit of Luis Figo type things. And Yori T Elements we got for 55, obviously IRL 35 mil. And I got Chouameni, who has been heavily linked, but I got him for an insanely cheap price for 55 mil. I got Andre Santos for 50 mil, just like IRL. Sold Joshua Zirkzee for 35 mil. Manuel Ugarte for 35 mil. Bought Emi Martinez for 30 mil. Kim Min-jae for 30 mil. Robert Lewandowski for 30 mil. Jet Spence for 25 mil. Casemiro, I sold him in January, and we managed to get a good 20 mil in him, going to Newcastle, as well as Andre Onana going for 15 mil. Danny Welbeck was bought for 10 mil. Tyrell Malacia was sold because I forgot he was even at the club, so I sold him for 7 mil. Altar Bayinda was sold for 6.5 mil. Jack Fletcher for 1.3 mil. Tyler Fletcher for about 1 mil. And then I loaned out Lenny Yoro, Chido Obi, Kobe Manu, Diego Leon, who was signed in the 2025 summer window. Shea Lacey was loaned out. Aiden Heaven was loaned out because his rating was way too low. Same with Kobe Manu's, because it's not fully updated. It's still 79 and it should be a bit higher. So that's why I decided to loan him out to grow it a bit for the later seasons. Same with Aiden Heaven. Tyler Fredrickson was loaned out. And Patrick Dorgu, of course, I've already said, he's not an out-and-out left winger or left back. So I decided to loan him out because he didn't fit my system. And this was our team during the end of the season. So Bruno, he didn't grow a rating, but Embuemo got to 87 rating. Cunha didn't grow much. Neither did Sesko, as expected, being a 22-year-old. Lewandowski got a downgrade, of course, because he's in age, but 84 rated for a 37-year-old. That is still very solid, and as Brentford, Wolves got relegated alongside Burnley. Did we come top 6? Yes, we did. Okay, we came top 4. Did we get the Premier League champions, or at least top 2? No, and we came third with 74 points in the 2025-26 Premier League as Arsenal win the league with 82 points. 7 points clear of Liverpool. And Erling Haaland and Anthony Gordon the Premier League Golden Boot with 25 goals, as Victor Gyökeres was 1 goal away and Cunha was 6 goals away, with Robert Lewandowski being our top scorer as a striker. He must have benched Sesko, that's probably why I didn't grow. And Alexander Isak was the Premier League top assister, with Bruno behind, same as Haaland. And Cunha was 1 assist away from him. That was an underwhelming season from Bruno. And David Raya, of course, got his technically 4th in a row, but we'll just count it as 3rd because it's a re-season, with 14 clean sheets, winning the Premier League Golden Glove, with Andre Onana finally getting those clean sheets. But of course, it's not at Man United. So we beat Crystal Palace 8-7 on pens after drawing 2-2, putting us through to the round 4 Emirates FA Cup 2025-26. Newcastle United 3-1. We destroyed AFC Bournemouth 3-0, putting us through to the round 6, aka quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. But Liverpool knocked us out of the 2025-26 Emirates FA Cup, defeating us 2-0. And Liverpool beat Brentford 3-1 as Arsenal beat Spurs 2-1, meaning they will face each other in the final. And Arsenal won the 2025-26 Emirates FA Cup after beating Liverpool 2-0 in the final. So we beat Burnley 3-1, putting us through to the Round 4 Carabao Cup 2025-26. But we lost to Spurs, knocking us out of the Round 4 Carabao Cup in 2025-26 season. So Manchester City beat Liverpool 3-2 on aggregate as Chelsea destroy Aston Villa, cruising through 5-1 on aggregate, and they will face each other in the final. And Manchester City ended up winning the 2025-26 Carabao Cup after beating Chelsea 1-0 in the final, barely scraping past them. And Arsenal won the UEFA Champions League 2025-26 after beating PSG 2-1, making a redemption arc against them after IRL losing on pens. And surprisingly, we were in the UEFA Europa League, but did we make top 24? Yes, we did, but did we make top 8 to skip through the playoffs? Aston Villa surprisingly got 12, but IRL, they ended up winning it, didn't they? And we did get 8th. Did we get 1st? We got 2nd in the league phase, but that doesn't matter because we'll probably be facing Fenerbahce if they make it all the way through, or we'll just get an easier opponent. And Real Betis made a 2-0 comeback against Lille after losing the first leg 1-0 in the Europa League playoff. And we beat Panathinaikos 3-2. Respect to my Greek club, sorry if I can't get the name right. And Aston Villa made a 3-1 comeback against VfB Stuttgart after losing the first leg 1-0. And Celtic barely scraped by Fenerbahce 1-0 after drawing the first leg 1-1. So we barely scraped by FC Porto 7-6 on pens after drawing 4-4 on aggregate. We beat AS Roma 5-3 on aggregate as Nottingham Forest batter Rangers in the second leg 5-2 after losing the first leg 2-1, meaning they won 6-4 in aggregate, meaning we will face them in the final. And we've won the 2025-26 UEFA Europa League 4-2 on pens after drawing 3-3 against Nottingham Forest. And Robert Lewandowski carried us to that final and the win with 12 goals, being the top scorer. Yusuf Chamiti got the top assister with Cunha 1 assist behind. And Nubel, Europa League Golden Glove with 5 clean sheets, as Matt Sells also got 5 clean sheets, as Sevilla also got 5 clean sheets, as Valles also got 5 clean sheets. But where are our players? And Bayanda got 4 clean sheets, 1 off. All the goalkeepers leaving our team just keep performing with loads of clean sheets. And it seems Lemons nor Emi Martinez got in here. Maybe we should have kept Bayanda for these Europa League games. And Robert Lewandowski was our top scorer, joint with Mateus Cunha, as Robert Lewandowski got 27 goals and 2 assists in only 40 games, as Mateus Cunha got 27 goals and 14 assists, meaning he got 41 GA. Brian Mbeumo got 19 goals and 8 assists, meaning he got 27 GA. And Bruno didn't do as bad as I thought at first with 24 GA, and I think IRL he got like 29. But 24 GA is pretty solid for the underwhelming season I thought he had. And Andre Santos got 9 goals and 7 assists, being a great summer signing. And despite the limited amount of game time, he got 4 goals and 9 assists. And Benjamin Sesko got benched, which was not my plan, but he still bagged 4 goals in 19 games.